Do you find that you slow down in cold weather? If you're in perimenopause and your joints might ache, your energy might wane, this workout is designed to boost your energy levels and get your body moving. I'm certified personal trainer Dr. Maria Luque. Let's hop in, shall we? The purpose of this warm-up is really to increase the blood flow, warm up that synovial fluid in the joints, and activate all the stabilizing muscles and joints. We have 5 exercises that we'll do 30 seconds each. First exercise will be marching in place with arm swings. So all you're really doing is moving in place, swinging those arms, rotating those arms, not wildly swinging, while moving the legs. Again, this is a warm-up. You should not try to break a sweat or get your heart rate up. A couple forward, a couple back. We have 10 seconds left here. All right, bigger circles to get those shoulders and joints moving even a little bit more. And here we go. We are going to go into hip circles next. While standing, if your balance is challenged, go ahead and hold on to a piece of furniture, the wall, or if you have a stick, go for it. But if you are ready with the balance, we're gonna go hip circles here for 30 seconds. We're gonna do 15 seconds each side. So forward and backwards. And again, if you have balance issues, hold on to something. But hopefully you're working your way into being able to do this one. All right, other side. Again, nice balance. Go for as wide as you can on your hip circles. If you have more mobility than me, go wider. If you have a little less, you want to just go with whatever the range is. Shoulder rolls. So we're going to go backwards. We're going to do a combination of shoulder rolls and scapular retractions. So 15 seconds each. Shoulder rolls forward, backwards. Draw those shoulders up to the ears and back. Nice full range. This one's a great one to do. All right, one more forward, one more back. So what I want you to do is reach out and we're going to just bring those shoulder blades back. We are not moving or bending the arms. It's just a drawback. This is just a 1 to 2 inch movement, very short. This is a fantastic exercise to do if you are sitting a lot, because we're always in this bend over position right here. And when you first start out, this might feel like a really weird exercise, but you're gonna start liking it a lot. All right, let's do one more. There you go. Body weight squats for this one. We're gonna just take it down. If you can go to here, perfect. If you can come to here, perfect as well. Want to keep that back nice and straight. Imagine there's a stick back here that doesn't let you go forward, okay? So nice and flat on the back. We're going to do 20 more seconds here, right there. This is all about warming up. Again, not fast. Go through that range. You might notice that you're able to go deeper after a couple of repetitions. All right, a few more here, and then we're gonna go to the ground and do our last exercise, and done. All right, our cat-cow stretch. So come down onto all fours. Make sure your knees are right under your hips, your wrists are right under your shoulders, so that nice, good 4-point position. Cat, breathe in, and then breathe out as you go down, right there. This is all about getting your spine to move. So make sure that you go through that full range. It isn't about how many repetitions you can do. This is really about giving your spine a little love. You know, this one feels really great. I've yet to hear anybody say, oh, I hated a cat-cow. Everybody loves this stretch. Right there, and we're gonna do last one down. All righty, okay. You're nice and warm. We're going to start with the workout, 45 seconds of work with a 15-second rest, transition to that next exercise. We're going to take a 60-second break, so we have 3 exercises per circuit. We'll go through it the entire time and then move on to that next circuit. All you need is a mini band and some dumbbells, or you can use your body weight only. Okay, let's get this going. Circuit number 1, it's going to be a glute bridge with a mini band. Loop it around your thighs. Right here, we're gonna come down on the ground. And on this one, we're gonna push up into The glute bridge, hips out, external rotation. We're gonna come back down, but here we go, 45 seconds, up we go. Nice good squeeze at the top, external rotation, bring it in and take it back down. Nice and controlled, up, squeeze on those glutes, out, in and down. This is not about speed, but rather range and stability, okay? And I mentioned earlier, I like to have my fingers on my hip bones because it gives me feedback if I'm lifting with one hip more than the other. And I like to just get as much feedback as possible. This is where you're allowed to touch yourself while you're working out, although you're always allowed to, but in this frame. Right there, last one, and down. All right, let's bring it up. You have that 15-second transition and rest. This is gonna be a front squat. We're going to grab a dumbbell or body weight if you don't have it. Hold the dumbbell here, right here, and we're gonna squat down and we're gonna bring it down. If you want more weight, you would hold it here, squat down, and bring it back up. One, here we go. Nice, good squat, up we go. Again, this is control. I don't wanna see anybody doing this super fast. You get a lot more out of it if you are doing this in a controlled manner than if you're rushing through this. In fact, if you're going slower, it's going to be harder for you. That time under tension does magic for your muscle and your strength. And from the side, I'm gonna show this as well, so you can see my back is nice and straight. You're not letting the weight pull you forward, which is also why you'd want your weight to be close to your chest. You don't want it to be out here because it's gonna pull you forward, okay? Here we go, we got 5 seconds, and then we're going down for your dead bug. All right, and down we go. Put that dumbbell down, come down to the ground. Again, you got 15 seconds to transition. No band, no dumbbell, about 90 degrees here. Arms are up, and now we are moving the opposite leg and the opposite arm overhead right here without letting this arm move back or that leg move in or out. Bring it back in, full stop, and then over to the other side. Here we go. Breathe in, and that extension, out as you come in, full stop, other side. This one is all about control. So do not rush. If you're rushing through this motion, you are doing it wrong. Then it's a bicycle. It's no longer a dead bug. Here we go. Out, nice and control. In, you should feel your core having to really stabilize to not let you move too far. So make sure that you're trying to press down, have that control right there, and raise your core. Even it out on the other side because we don't want to be lopsided. And boom. That is number one. Second one is done. You're going to get 60 seconds to change positions, grab some water, don't forget to hydrate, and we're moving into circuit number 2. While in this standing position, hold your dumbbells to the side, and all we're going to do is right here, bring it up and take it down. You do not want to go over your shoulders, so keep it just about right there and bring it back down. Nice, good base, up we go. As with all of these, let's make sure that you keep that control. You're going nice and slow. Nothing fast here. This isn't about speed. We're using our joints, we're using our muscles. We are making them stronger by just showing a little control here. No momentum. So don't use any momentum to fly up the dumbbells because you have to be able to control the down as well, okay? Put as much effort in the up as you do in the down. Up we go. Gravity, as we get tired, gravity's gonna start doing a real number on you. And another thing you wanna do is to not push back. That was your last one there. We're going into our bent over row. Imagine that stick again, nice and flat. We have a little hinge in our back. Your knees are slightly bent and your dumbbells are close to your body. So we don't want them over here, we want them here. The further out they are, the harder it's gonna be on your lower back. Here comes that scapular retraction that we warmed up earlier. Take it down, full extension, and back up. Nothing on your lower body moves. And here we go. Retract all the way up and let go. All the way without your back moving, without your hips moving. So there's a lot of stabilizing that's happening through your hamstrings, your hips, and your lower back. You should not feel this in your lower back at all. If you are, it probably means that you are bending your lower back like this. So keep it nice and straight. And those shoulder blades are retracted all the way at the top, right there. All right, we have 10 seconds. And up, good. Good squeeze. Again, cannot emphasize this enough. Slow. You don't rush through these. Last one, and there you go. Done. Going into our pull-off press. So grab your dumbbell right here, holding a dumbbell. You are going to push out, straight out, and you're going to bring it back in. Starting between the chest here, out, bring it in. As the weight gets heavier, it's going to be harder to keep it in place. And go. Out, we're going to hold for a split second and bring it back. Push it out and bring it back. What we don't want to do here is sway forward and backwards. So I'm going to show this from the side as well. We don't want to, as this goes out, you don't want to end up here, okay? So nice and strong through that core. Bring it in and out and bring it back in. You also want to try to go straight out. So we don't want to be here and we don't want to be down here. So straight across and then out. You should feel your core having to engage. This is mostly a core exercise, especially when the dumbbell is out there. There we go, circuit number 2 down. We got it. Okay, we're going into circuit number 3. This is your last one. We're starting in the front here. We are going into a reverse lunge. When you do this, pay attention to about 90 degrees on both sides. You don't want to lean over too far, so bring it back, make enough room. You're going to come up, and you're going to curl at the top, and you're going to repeat alternating. Again, watch for about 90 degrees here. Push up through the back, curl at the top, take it down, and curl. Alternating right there, and bringing it back. There you go. So from here, I'm going to show you the front view as well. There we go. Nice, good long step. Up we go. We're about halfway through that first round. Boom, right there. All right, up we go. We want to avoid swinging the arms up, okay? Nice and control. All of this is about strength, so we want to make the most of it right there. Last one on the other side. And done. All right. Get a good deep breath in. You are about 90 seconds away from being done with the workout. Leg goes out, arm goes forward. It's gonna look like this. Boom, in and out, okay? Out we go for here. You should be able to hold this. Boom, bring it in, reset. Your glutes are still working from that initial glute bridge that we had. Up, there we go. If you are having balance issues here, you can have a dowel, a stick, or hold on to a piece of furniture. Up, there we go. Nice, right there. But let's aim for no other equipment, because this is about balance as well. Last one. All right, reset, shake it out a bit. Other side, we're gonna come up. You shift your weight over to this leg for a little bit to counterbalance. Nice work, everyone. Here we go. Good. Nice. Good hold. Front raise. Very good. Almost there. And then we're gonna do this whole thing one more time, and then you are done. Look at this, full body. All right, we got 2 more repetitions here. 1, last one, and you are done. Pat, 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 pat. Applause for you. So let's go to our cool down. We're gonna do 10-second holds on most of these. We are starting out with a threading of the needle. So as you're coming down, starting in a semi child's pose position here, as we move forward here, that 4-point, we're going to thread through here. So nice and down, push back onto those heels as far as you can, and lift that arm as far as you can. Everybody has a different range of motion. We're gonna hold this for 10 seconds. So your version may look different than my version, and your version may look different than anybody else's. Or it might look the same. But here we go for 2 more seconds here. And we're gonna come out of this, and we're gonna go over to the other side. So 10 seconds over, reach, reach, reach. In this case, maybe you see something under the couch you wanna reach. You can try to reach it, but get that stretch in. We got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and up we come. All right, next one's going to be a hamstring to runner stretch. This is one of my favorites. We're going to be in this split stance position. Reach forward into that runner stretch, so really push forward to get that stretch here. And we're going to give it a little bit of a rotation here. And now for the hamstring part, you are going to push back into, let me make some room here, right here. Push back, sit back onto your heel, and reach forward for that stretch. We're going to do 5 on each side. So move forward, stretch, rotate, bring it back, and sit back. Nice and slow with a little hold on each side. But this one is a really great hip opener and also great for your hamstrings. That's number 3 right here. Up we go. There we go. And here we go. That's 4. We have 1 more here. Up. Give it that stretch. And take it down for that last one. And we're gonna alternate legs. So bring the other one forward. Right here. Okay. Leaning forward. Now I'm gonna rotate in this direction. Right there. And I'm going to push back right there. Ooh, that feels good. I hope you're feeling as good as I am with this one. This really is one of my favorites. Even for those of us that are not quite as bendy and flexible, this one's one that took me a while to get used to and work into. And I'm clearly not as flexible as most, but it still feels amazing. And you get that benefit of the hamstring and the hip and the spine. All right, we have 2 more. Last right here. Last one. So 1 more forward and 1 more back. Here we go. And 1 more on that hamstring right there. And now we're going to go into our last one, which is going to be our lying hip flexor stretch. So we're going to bring the knee towards you, grip it around the shin, and really tug it in to give that stretch here. We're gonna hold this for 10 seconds each. We're nice and warm so that static stretching works well. And we got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and switch legs, straighten out the other one, and here we go. Stretch 10 seconds. This is your last one. I hope this is feeling really great. And we got 3, 2, 1, and done. You did it. You really did. I sure hope that you enjoyed this workout. Remember, when the weather gets a little cold, you can build your own heat, as I am here, by adding some movement in your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the link below for a newsletter dedicated to menopause. See you next time.